ninjas, welcome to Yoga with Dojo Cat. Today we're going to do a yoga flow that focuses on the neck and upper back, making sure that we're taking care of those parts of our body, especially if we do jiu-jitsu or kickboxing is really important. Make sure that you have the mobility, the flexibility, and that you stay pain-free. So let's just get into it. So we are going to come into a comfortable seated position. I'm in this little corner here, I'm so sorry, because it's dark and I don't want the sun in my face. So sorry about that, but it is what it is, okay? All right, we're gonna begin with some neck stretches here. So we'll tuck our chin to our chest. Just bring your focus to your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. We'll lift our chin to the sky. If you'd like a deeper stretch, just close your mouth and you'll feel a deeper stretch on the front of your throat. Come back to center, drop your right fingertips to the mat and drop your head over to the left. Keep that focus on your breath and how your body feels. All that matters right now is your body on the mat. Release, left fingertips to mat, drop your head over to the right. And come back to center. We're going to tuck our chin to our chest again and just draw little half circles, bringing your chin from one shoulder to the other. And then draw a big circle all the way around, going in one direction and the other. Beautiful. Shake your head no. And nod your head yes. Perfect. All right, we are going to come into a tabletop position, stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and we are going to go into a beautiful cat-cow flow here. So we're going to inhale, lifting our tailbone and our chin to the sky, dropping our belly. And as you exhale, round your spine, really pressing the mat away from you, tucking your chin to your chest. And just keep going, flowing with your breath, inhaling to expand and exhaling to contract. We'll do one more round from here. And bring your spine back to neutral. From here, we're going to inhale our right arm to the sky and exhale, thread that right hand underneath your left, bringing your shoulder and your right cheek to the mat. Option to stay right here in this gentle twist. Or you can take that left hand and wrap it around your lower back, reaching around to grab your thigh on the other side. If you've taken that bind, you can release it and bring that hand back to the mat. Lift yourself up, inhaling that arm to the sky one more time, and then come back into that neutral position, and we'll take that to the other side. Inhale that left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing that left shoulder and cheek to the mat. Option to stay right here. Again, option to take that bind on this other side. release the bind and press yourself back up into a neutral position. Inhaling that arm to the sky one more time, and then bringing it back down to the mat. From here, we are going to go into a fish pose, and I'm going to give you the opportunity, if you like, to use your props. So if you have a block, you can use it in this pose. If not, I'll show you what you can do. So if you don't have a block, that's okay. What you're going to do is roll down onto your back. You're just going to roll up onto one shoulder at a time. Keep those legs extended, and then come up onto the top of your head, lifting your chest to the sky. And I'm just gonna lift my arms so you can see there's space underneath my upper back and the mat. And you can hold this pose. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, you can release that pose. We're gonna do it again. And this time, if you have a block, we're gonna use that. If you don't have a block, you can just go back into the modification that we just did. So take your block, place it on your mat in between your shoulder blades. And you're just gonna lie down and let your head hang over the block. Ooh, I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit. All right, and then you can keep your hands beside your hips on the mat. If this is too intense for you, for your upper back, just bend your knees. It'll take a little bit of that stretch off on the intensity. Work. If you're ready to come out of this pose, if you're on the block, just roll to one side and pull that block out from under you, and you can set it aside for now or for the rest of the flow. Okay, from here, we'll sit on our bums and we'll straighten our legs in front of us. We'll take our right leg and cross it over top of that left leg, keeping the left leg straight. And then we're just going to tuck that knee into our elbow, take a deep breath in, and exhale, gaze over that right shoulder. So not only are you benefiting from that nice rotation in your spine, but you're gonna feel a nice stretch in your glute. Release the twist. Deep breath in when you hit center, and exhale, twist to the left, keeping that leg where it is. And release. Straighten that right leg, and we'll take that to the other side. So you can bend that left leg over top of the right, hug the knee to your chest with that right arm, deep breath. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Release the pose, inhale and center, and exhale, twist over that right side. Keep that that left leg where it is. And you can release this pose. From here, we are just going to rock onto our spine. Oh, you have to excuse me. Okay. Well, I was gonna rock us up into a mountain pose, but we'll cross our legs and come over top of them, press into a really quick downward facing dog, and then walk those hands towards your feet and meet me in a forward fold. Inhale Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back into that forward fold. And then inhale those hands to the sky for our mountain pose. From here, we are going to interlock our fingers as best as we can. You can see that I have some issues with this finger, but that's fine. Take a nice deep breath and exhale, bending over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend to the left. Come back to center. You can bring those hands to your heart, and we are going to turn to the short part of our mat. Bring that right foot forward, take a nice big step backwards, and we're going to pivot that back foot so that it's parallel with the front of your mat. Straighten that front leg, bring those arms parallel. Shift forward and drop that hand to the shin or the ankle for our triangle pose. Take your gaze up to the left hand. You can lift up, bend that front leg for warrior two. Really think about bringing length in between your fingertips. So you're trying to stretch your fingertips on your left hand far away from the fingertips on your right. My cat is on her tree right now, so yep. All right, from here we are going to press into our first balancing pose. So grounding into that right foot, kick off with that back foot, and we'll go into our tree pose. So you can either use your left toes as a kickstand, or you can bring them up to your calf, or you can reach down and guide that foot above your knee on your thigh. And then you can keep your hands at heart center if you like, or if you like a little bit more of a challenge, extend those arms to the sky. And the higher you get to the top, the more difficult the pose will be. If this is easy for you, you can close your eyes and really test your balance there. Ooh. Beautiful. You can bring that knee forward and release that foot to the mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bending over to the right. Inhaling to center, exhaling, bending to the left. And then coming back to center. You can give your shoulders a little break by bringing your hands to heart center. And from here, we're going to ground into that left foot and step back with the right, bringing that foot parallel. Keep that front knee bent for warrior two. You can extend your arms parallel to the mat. Let's make sure that we are pressing this leg out. We don't want our knees caving in. We want them pressing out just to protect that joint. Straighten that front leg, shift forward a couple inches, drop down to bring that left hand to the shin, gaze up at the right hand for our triangle pose. This is one of my favorite poses for the nice side body stretch. Release that triangle pose, bend that front leg back into warrior two. We're going to go back into that tree pose, so you can ground into that left foot, press off with that right foot into whatever variation of tree pose you like. All right, you can bring that knee to the front of your mat and drop that foot down to the mat. Keep those hands where they are. Inhale and exhale, bending to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And inhale, back to center. You can release those hands down to your heart. And from here, we are going to lower our bum all the way down. We'll hold a chair pose for a couple of breaths. That weight in your heels, tuck your tailbone underneath, lift your chest. If you like, you can extend those arms again. And we'll sink our bums lower and lower. And then finally, bring your bum to the mat and sit down. Nice work, guys. So, we are going to go into a reclined stretch here. You have the option to use a strap if you want. If you don't have a strap, like a yoga strap, you can use a rope tie or a skipping rope, or maybe you have a band, whatever you want to use. If you don't have one, you can feel free to just use your hands. So we're gonna recline all the way to our back. And from here, we'll take our right leg up to the sky, and we're gonna take our strap over top of the bridge of our foot. Okay, from here, we're going to pull that leg forward. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can just bring your fingertips to your calf or your shin and just hold on to it and pull yourself closer. And I apologize, I'm not flipping the camera off. I can't bend this finger. Just so happened to break my driving finger, you know? Beautiful. You can release that foot and switch them out. Switch your right for your left. Straighten that right leg. I'm just gonna make a little adjustment here because that hurts. All right, and then you can extend that left leg to the sky, putting your band or your strap over top of that bridge of the left foot and pull that leg towards you. Also think about keeping your imprint, and what that means is that you're keeping your lower back pressed flat to the mat. If you take your hand and reach underneath and there's a lot of space in between your back and the lower mat, you need to think about tucking this tailbone underneath so that your back makes contact with the mat. Beautiful. You can bend your leg, release that strap and set it aside. Bring your knees up to your chest, give yourself a nice hug. And we will bring our arms out into a T or cactus pose depending on the space that you have available. And we'll drop our knees over to the right and gaze over the left. You can bring your knees back to center. Take a deep breath in and exhale to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. I love supine twists for back pain relief. Supine twists that I did literally saved my back, so I really encourage you to do them every day regardless of whether or not you have back pain. It's kind of the point of yoga, right? You can release those legs back to center. From here, we're going to take our hands to our right knee and straighten our left, just trying to pull that right knee into our shoulder. And if you'd like, you can get some ankle rolls while we're here. Might as well take some time to take care of that joint. Anyways, as I was saying, the point of yoga is to not only take care of our muscles, but prevent pain from happening, right? So if we're taking care of those muscles, making sure they're nice and flexible, that's going to help us in the long run. So really, like, good for you for coming here today. That's the hardest part. You can bring your left knee up to your chest, and we're just going to switch our hands to our left knee, straighten the right, and then you can roll your ankle on the left side. I know this is an upper body flow today, but there's nothing wrong with multitasking. All right, bring that right knee up to your chest. Give yourself one more big hug. And then you're going to extend your legs and your arms overhead, giving one more big stretch. And as you exhale, bring your hands down beside your hips. And we're going to go into our shavasana. I'm going to take you through a really quick breathing exercise. Your mind is going to want to wander, but I want you to really think about, focus on your breath, how it feels coming in, and how it feels coming in, nice cool air, cooling your throat, lifting your belly, and exhaling out warm air. And also think about how your body feels after taking this time for yourself today. You can ignore me too, if you like. It doesn't matter. All right, so all together, inhale through your nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Let go of any tension that you might be holding on to. Let your muscles soften. And if you'd like a longer shavasana, you can feel free to pause this video. But if you are ready to move on with your day, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes and slowly blink open your eyes. And then press into a comfortable seated position. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And good for you for taking this time for yourself. The hardest part is showing up, and you did it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you in my little dojo. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram at dojocat713. And I will see you guys next time. Os.